Hey everyone, Luca here with some My Hero Ultra Impact news. Steampunk Shigaraki. I can't believe this. I couldn't be happier. Out of the steampunk characters, the two characters I wanted the most were Steampunk Aizawa and Steampunk Shigi. I'm so glad they got chosen to be part of this set, especially since this is probably the last of the set for now, since we should be getting a new theme for JP Anniversary next month. It's possible we could still get a surprise steampunk release in the future, like how Celeb Mina released an entire year later than all of the other Celeb units. However, we do have all the color types represented now for steampunk, unlike how Celeb was missing an ABL unit type. I do hope they surprise us because steampunk just looks amazing. I can't believe they wouldn't release Steampunk Hawks or Steampunk Endy. Kirishima and Ida are also very popular. We don't talk about Shindo. I really didn't think Shigi had a chance over all these other characters. I feel so lucky. I figured the game would give us Steampunk Deku, Bakugo, and Shoto since they're just included with every single theme. So that only gives us 2 slots for the remaining characters. There are so many choices. What are the odds that my 2 favorites from this theme get included? I'd say pretty low, yet it happened. I did use more hero gems on 100 million Shoto, more than I would have liked because my luck was just not great. So my savings are a little lower than I hoped, but I told myself, hey Luca, if you summon more here, next it'll be Shigi. It worked. It worked too well. Just like how it worked when I spent everything on movie Deku. And then they gave us Steampunk Aizawa next. The art for the memories, the new memories, amazing. Just absolutely amazing. But look, Steampunk Ida and Steampunk Hawks, are they really going to skip these units? And this memory, oh my goodness, the art for this memory. And we also have this memory. I would say that I like the art for the other Shigi memory better than this one. But hey, more Shigi art. I love it. I will definitely be summoning on Shigi. I hope to UR plus him. If not this time, then on his rerun. JP Anniversary will be right after Shigi, and then we're gonna get so many limited units for summer. No amount of hero gems saved is enough for this. Also, we are getting Celeb reruns as step-up banners with reduced pity of 200. If you are a newer player, these are the best banners to summon on. I would say even better than summoning on Shigi. Shigi is going to be the new shiny unit, but Celeb characters have proven their worth. They have aged so well. First up, we have Celeb Deku and Celeb Bakugo. With just 4 laps, you could pity one of them. It's very possible that you could end up with UR+. Celeb Bakugo is the king of Club Fest, so if you want to see higher scores, having a highly duped Celeb Bakugo is the way to go. Celeb Deku is an amazing support, but high dupes on him isn't necessary. I'd say 1 copy is enough because you mostly want him for his utility. This banner is already live. Good luck, everyone. Our second Celeb step-up rerun is Celeb Shoto, Celeb Ochako, and Celeb Momo. Another banner with amazing value. All 3 are amazing characters. High dupes aren't necessary unless you want to use them in Arena or if you want to use Ochako in Club Fest. But characters like Celeb Momo, 1 copy will change everything. Having her would make your climax battles so much easier. It's definitely worth summoning here. I do have all of these characters already. I might summon here to get more copies of Ochako, but that depends on how my Shigaraki summons go. Because JP Anniversary is next, and they are doing everything to drain us dry. Also, we are getting a Night Eye Climax Battle rerun very soon. He's a great unit who can stun, buff block, heal, provide barriers, you name it. Such a great unit. Definitely someone you should get. I will be doing a few videos on him when he reruns, so look forward to those videos. Let's take a look at Steampunk Shigaraki's Plus Ultra now. I find it so funny that he takes off his hand in the beginning and then at the end he puts the hand back on. He is our first limited villain. I am so glad they chose him for this theme. When we got the art for this memory, I really thought that they had decided to scrap the idea for Steampunk Shigi, and they just used their art here for this memory. I'm glad that they decided to release him after all. His Plus Ultra looked amazing. I love it. Last of all, what about Steampunk Shigi's kit? Let's take a look. So he deals 500% damage to a single opponent, but also deals 150% damage to all opponents. He does some damage to all opponents. He increases a single opponent's cooldown time by 1 for 2 turns. Of course, this is only available in Arena and Club Festival. The skill gains the ability to use Decay, new skill, which inflicts HP decay 20% of damage dealt when character is hiding. So this Shigi actually hides. But this skill gains the ability to use decay when character is not hiding. He does do decay when he is hiding and also when he is not hiding. The percentage is just different. He does more when he is not hiding, less when he is hiding. He deals 300% damage to all opponents and cancels one of the opponent's temporary buffs. One isn't a lot. He cancels 2 temporary buffs from all opponents affected by defense down. Okay, so he does cancel more buffs when opponents are affected by defense down. But does he apply the defense down? If there are any opponents affected by recovery block, increases the skill impact by 50%, and the skill gains the ability to use decay. Decay is 15% of damage dealt. Not as much as the Plus Ultra one, but a lot of decay everywhere. A lot of decay everywhere. And we want recovery block. Let's see, does he apply recovery block a lot? Deals 450% damage to a single opponent, increases the skill's skill impact by 50% when character is hiding. The skill gains the ability to use decay. Oh, so much decay everywhere. All this decay. Okay. He does have higher skill impact when he's hiding on this one. And after 1 turn passes while character is hiding, decreases defense of a single opponent with the lowest current HP by 10% for 1 turn, and blocks the recovery of the opponent for 1 turn. Okay, so he does apply defense down himself. He also does recovery block himself, only to 1 opponent at a time, but pretty easy to apply when he is hiding. Let's see when he hides. Increases character's skill impact by 5% for 2 turns when an ally, excluding character, receives cooldown time reduction 1 time. This should be pretty easy to activate because we will have a lot of cooldown time reduction on our teams to help cooldowns match up. So hey, 5%, a little 5% bonus a lot of times. If an opponent receives cooldown time extension 1 time, increases character's skill impact by 5% for 2 turns, and gives character ability to hide for 2 turns. Okay, so we want to extend their cooldown time for Shigi to hide. And if he hides, he will decrease defense and do recovery block. And then if the opponent receives the cooldown time increase, then he hides. It gives character ability Overwhelm. I like that. Gives character ability to land a bullseye when he is hiding. After character receives 1 action skill, increases character's Plus Ultra effect by 10% up to 10 times, and skill impact by 15% for 2 turns. He's going to be hitting pretty hard, because if he gets hit, then he gets this bonus. But of course, if he's hiding, then he won't get this part as much. After character's temporary buffs is cancelled 1 time, increases Plus Ultra gauge of all allies by 20%, and Plus Ultra move skill impact of all allies by 30% for 3 turns. I like that. So if we get any of our buffs cancelled, then he helps supports the team. So he has some support for the team. It could be a lot of Plus Ultra. I could see this working for some Plus Ultra strategies, because this could be activated a lot. That could be pretty interesting. But I do want to see if he has an easy way to hide or not. So it looks like he will start hiding after he uses Plus Ultra. So on turn 3 and later after he uses his Plus Ultra and increases a single opponent's cooldown time by 1 for 2 turns, then he will start hiding. And once he starts hiding, then he will gain Bullseye. He will decrease the defense of a single opponent with the lowest current HP and block their recovery. And then his other skills start coming into effect. So he starts going after plus ultra, I would say, but I'm still trying to wrap my head around his kit. In any case, no matter what his kit is, I would have been summoning anyway, but definitely the best Shigi. Not a high bar to clear since none of the other Shigis have been very good, but this one is definitely the best Shigi, and his kit looks pretty good. I would say pretty good. Very good damage, some support, HP decay. We'll have to see how that works, and he does have overwhelm, so he will be hitting pretty hard. If we take a look here, overwhelm increases damage to an opponent by set amount for however many more temporary buffs character has than said opponent. Reduces damage received by an opponent by set amount for however many more temporary buffs character has than said opponent. I do like overwhelm. Overwhelm lets the characters hit pretty hard, so I'm glad that he has this in his kit. Thank you so much for watching. Will you be summoning on Celeb reruns? What about Steampunk Shigi? Or will you be saving for JP anniversary? Will we ever get a movie Deku rerun? Let me know what you think about everything in the comments. Look out.